Washington football team. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll begin by running the option. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Second and 11. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go option to the short side. Unable to corral him. He fights through, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Hubbard again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 1. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Second and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got a man here. Complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ethan Carter punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a third down. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
A carry for Gibson.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Short little throw to Ebron. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, an 8-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Washington 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They go play action here on first down. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 55 yards. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start. Oh, wide open, complete. There he goes, left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll run on first down. Hubbard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw.
Oh, my God.
Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throw right side.
Oh, my God, man.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Working with his 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw.
Oh, my God, I missed him.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Man.
Going the Bucs is a 7-yard
That's some bullshit.
And it's 3rd down. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment. But once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it. Building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean and you either float